A member of the billionaire Sackler family, which founded and controls the private held company, joined in the discussions and urged staff in an email to give immediate attention to this business opportunity, the complaint alleges. ProPublica reviewed the scores of redacted paragraphs in Massachusetts' civil complaint against Purdue. 8 Sackler family members, the company directors, and the current former executives, which alleges that they give opioid epidemic. They created the opioid epidemic through illegal deceit. And it's really incredible that such a greedy family, such a rich family, such a powerful family could create a crisis where people are just hooked, absolutely hooked on that front. So, yeah. Now we turn to demographics. The Pew Research Center released its early look at the expected shape of the 2020 electorate. This electoral kind of bunch, the people who are going to be voting, is going to be a lot less white. Non-whites will account for a third of eligible voters, their largest share ever, driven by long-term increases in certain groups, especially Hispanics. At the time, 1 in 10 eligible voters will be members of Generation Z, the Americans who will be between the ages of 18 and 23 next year. They will occur as millennials and all older generations account for a similar share of eligible voting than they did in 2016. So the biggest probably increase is going to be non-whites. All right. In the media, though, very interesting stuff. It's very important, again, as we know, to support, read, and buy your local newspapers. New research published in the Journal of Communications has found endangered status of local newspapers and journals contributes to the political polarization in the United States. AP's David Bowder reports that researchers reached the conclusion that by comparing voting data from 66 communities where newspapers have closed in the past 2 decades to 77 areas where local newspapers continue to operate. Some of the key findings include that with fewer opportunities to find out about local politicians, citizens are more likely to turn to national sources like cable news and apply their feelings about national politics to people running in their town council or state legislature. Bowder writes of the study's finding that result is much less split-ticket voting or people whose ballot includes people from different parties. In 1992, 37% of states with Senate races elected a senator from a different party than the presidential candidate that state supported. In 2016, for the first time in a century, no state did that, the study found. Also, the voting behavior was more polarized, less likely to include split-ticket voting if a newspaper died in the community. Johanna Dunaway, a communications professor at Texas A&M, conducted the research along with colleagues from Colorado State and Louisiana State University, told Bowder. So, yeah, that is all very disturbing stuff. All right. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you back right here tomorrow. It's been The Wake Up.